Some stories whisper their wisdom. This one, it burns with it. Imagine a world, a century, that demanded women be silent, obedient, and small. Now, imagine a voice that refused. A voice that belonged to an orphan with nothing, yet held everything. That voice was Jane Eyre, and Charlotte Brontë gave it to us as a fire that could not be extinguished. Welcome back to Porcupine Chronicles, where we explore the stories that define us. Today, we're stepping into the world of a heroine whose rebellion was quiet, but whose spirit roared. This is the unquenchable fire within Jane Eyre. Our story begins in the cold, loveless halls of Gateshead. Jane is an orphan, a burden, an outsider in her own aunt's home. She's told she is less than nothing, that she should be grateful for the scraps she's given. From there, she's sent to Lowood School, a place designed to break the spirits of young girls through harsh discipline, meager food, and the constant reminder of their lowly status. But Brontë does something extraordinary here. Every insult, every act of cruelty, every moment of deprivation doesn't crush Jane. Instead, it becomes fuel. It forges her character, like iron being hammered and tempered in a furnace. While other heroines of her time might dream of a prince to rescue them, Jane dreams of something far more radical: freedom. She doesn't learn to be meek. She learns endurance. Her rebellion isn't loud or flashy. It's a quiet, fierce, absolute refusal to believe she is worthless. It's the simple, powerful act of preserving her own self-respect against a world determined to strip it away. This quiet strength is what carries her to Thornfield Hall, where she takes a position as a governess. And there she meets him, Edward Rochester. He's not a charming prince. He's brooding, difficult, secretive, and brilliant. Their connection isn't built on pretty words or social graces. It's a collision of minds. For the first time, Jane is seen not as a servant or a child, but as an intellectual equal. They challenge each other. They argue. They connect on a level that transcends their social stations. It's a love story for the ages, but Brontë reminds us that true love is never simple. Thornfield has its secrets. A mysterious laugh echoes through the corridors. A strange fire breaks out in the night. Behind a locked door on the 3rd floor lies a truth so devastating it could ruin them both. And when that truth is finally revealed on her wedding day, Jane is faced with an impossible choice. Rochester begs her to stay, to live with him as his wife in all but name. He offers her a life of passion and devotion, everything a lonely orphan could ever want. And what does Jane do? She walks away. This is one of the most powerful moments in all of literature. She doesn't leave out of anger or petty pride. She leaves because staying would mean betraying the one thing she has fought her entire life to protect: her own soul. To become his mistress would be to accept a lie, to become less than an equal. And for Jane, that is a price far too high, even for the man she loves. She chooses herself. Her escape leads her into the wilderness. She wanders the moors, penniless, starving, and utterly alone. She sleeps on the cold ground, begs for scraps of food, and comes close to death. It's a brutal, harrowing experience. But in this utter desolation, Jane discovers something profound. Stripped of everything: love, status, shelter, she finds her own intrinsic worth. She realizes that her value doesn't come from a man's love or society's approval. It comes from within. It's the unshakable knowledge that she has remained true to her principles. In these chapters, Brontë transforms suffering into a kind of spiritual purification. Jane's solitude isn't just a tragedy. It's the forge where her independence is fully realized. Her loneliness becomes the ultimate proof of her integrity. She had a choice between a comfortable lie and a painful truth, and she chose the truth. Here, in the wilderness, she solidifies the core of her being, independent of anyone else. Fate, however, isn't finished with Jane and Rochester. After finding a new life, and even a long-lost family, Jane is drawn back to Thornfield by a mysterious, almost supernatural call. When she returns, she finds the grand house a blackened ruin. A fire has destroyed it, and in that fire, Rochester lost his sight and his hand trying to save his hidden wife. The power dynamic between them is completely inverted. He is no longer the powerful master of the manor. He is blind, broken, and humbled by fate, living in seclusion. Their reunion is not a fairy tale ending. It's something far more real and more beautiful. Jane returns to him not out of pity, but as a fully independent woman who is now his equal in fortune and spirit. He can no longer command her. He can only ask. And she, who once needed him for a position, now chooses him freely. This is the moment Brontë redefines love. It's not about one person saving the other. It's about two whole souls, tested and tempered by fire, seeing each other with perfect clarity flaws, and all in choosing to build a life together. It's a partnership built not on illusion or dependency, but on profound mutual recognition. So why does Jane Eyre still resonate so deeply with us today? Because it's more than a love story. It's a declaration of independence for the human spirit. It argues that the smallest, most ignored voice, when it speaks its truth, can challenge the very foundations of power, prejudice, and convention. Jane's ultimate victory isn't getting married. It's achieving selfhood. She teaches us that love is only real, only just when it meets the soul as an equal. In a world that constantly asks us to compromise our integrity for comfort, for love, or for acceptance, Brontë's message feels more urgent than ever. To live a life where you don't to lose yourself along the way, that is the bravest thing you can do. Jane Eyre is not just a character in a book. She is a timeless reminder that the fire within each of us, the fire of self-respect, is worth protecting at all costs. Thank you so much for joining us on Porcupine Chronicles. If this story resonated with you, let us know in the comments what Jane Eyre means to you. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shape us. Until next time, be well.